I was sent a contract for some work that a company wanted me to do. And when I tell you that contract was like 27 pages. Now, for a long time, I was a boomer and I had a lawyer for contracts because I was like, oh, maybe
Mm,
like an agent might miss something. But the lawyers are expensive. They charge, especially in Canada, America, they're very, very expensive.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, let me give it to Claude. Let me give it to Claude Desktop. When I tell you every page highlighted with every single point, giving me a rebuttal, I ended up getting like the money that they were going to pay me 3x'd because of the nonsense I saw in the in
Yeah.
the contract. And then I gave Claude like the analytics of all the stuff that I've done, the work that I've done. And the agent was like, "Yo, you need to charge more." Like, and I literally was telling the agent, "Oh, but I'm scared. Like, I don't want to lose." Like, I literally was telling, I'm scared. I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to lose the contract." And the agent was like, "Nah, don't be like." It literally was like a coworker, and then it wrote a message. I then rewrote it in my language because you don't want to send AI messages.
Yeah, of course.
And then they responded back saying, "Yeah, we'll change the terms and we'll 3x the price." If that was $200 a month, that was infinitely times way more important, right?
I have another example from like a similar thing where it saved me a shit ton of money. It's accounting, right? So I had to like redo accounting for 2024, 2025 for one of my companies. I got accountants, and again, not some crazy expensive firm, just like normal accountants.
Yeah.
They said like, oh, this is like 3,000 transactions. This is gonna be 42,080, which is the Emirati currency. Let's say like $5,000 or $6,000, right? I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
you're charging me based on transaction amount? And I was like, listen, let's check the accounting software. Do they have API? They have API. So I'm like, nah, I'm doing this with Kurosan and Claude Code. I sat down for like, 2 hours and it's done. And I saved literally $5,000 or $6,000. And I honestly trust Kurosan and Claude Code more than some like, accounting associate at that firm.
Yeah. Yeah. Who again, and it's these things that even though we're talking about like agentic engineering and development, I'm actually more bullish on knowledge work. Like there's
Yeah.
so much mundane, like especially if you're running a business or you're an entrepreneur or you have a side hustle or you work a corporate job. Like I have friends who are really hub David in a corporate job, and when I tell you the amount of productivity in generating reports, spreadsheets, all this type of stuff that people would spend hours on, that like $100 subscription saves you on. Like if you haven't made the decision, again, I don't get paid by any of these companies. I wish I did. I wish I got some stock. But I'm personally
Sam
telling you
Altman,
because like,
bless us. We
yeah,
need
please.
unlimited.
But like I'm genuinely saying, like if they bumped it up to $500 a month, I probably would still
I'm
pay.
paying. I'm buying
Yeah.
instantly.
You see, okay, so
Yeah.
Dave's not even thinking about it. So you see, like getting exposed to the tools and using it is probably the best thing. And I don't want to sound like a super like one of those billionaires on TBPN, but I genuinely think like you have an advantage when you use the new tools. Like maybe there's something better that comes out next year, but the fact that you have exposure with the tools now means when the better tool comes next year, you'll be better equipped in using it and learning it, and you move much faster than someone doing it for the first time.